Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to say hi, and I wanted to actually take you through and go over the different designs in my Alice in Wonderland inspired dining room. You will also see how I decorated at Christmas. And all these things have pretty much been done by myself. The plates were drawn, painted by myself. The table was painted by myself. And you can do a lot of creative things on a budget. The things that cost a little bit more, but not too much, were the items that are the antiques. The plates were painted by me, and I just thought of funky, fun things. It was very hard to find the right kind of placemat. I tried several different kinds until I found one that really popped and that didn't interfere with the artwork. There's a lot going on the table, so you have to be very careful with every decision that you make to make sure that it's not too much. This is like a fake little kind of cupcake jewel box, and I made these. And I had some extra of these items, and so I decided to put that in the center. I wanted to keep my pastries from collecting dust, and so it was important for me to find an antique style cake container, or I don't know, cake display. I'm not sure what you call these, but anyway, it was important for me to find one of those. And a lot of the antiques are hard to find with the lid. You find a lot of bottoms, I guess because people have broken the lids before. But this one I found in an antique shop. I think it was about $35 to $40. Although I don't have things in here that say Alice in Wonderland, I like to imply things, and I might only put a hint of the actual inspiration in spots. So you see a lot of rabbits, cupcakes. I actually made this little table runner. I was going to forget what it's called. Out of cards. I just had a piece of cloth. I cut it in the shape I wanted it, and I went ahead and just hot glued all of these little cards down. I bought this teapot. I intended to use it, but I just never did, and so it was a perfect addition to actually have on the table. These were antiques that I bought, and I think I got the pair for $15, which is pretty good. And I made this thing a while ago. Didn't know what I was going to do with it. I just thought it was really an interesting thing to show, you know, just a different display of a cup and saucer that felt kind of magical and earthy. And I ended up using it here. I painted gold glitter on the table, and I painted it gold, and on the clear part where I sealed it, I mixed in the glitter. The chairs were all painted, a couple different colors just to make it interesting. And again, I did mix into the chairs. I find that people get worried that they're gonna sit on it and be covered with glitter, but there's a trick to putting the glitter into a gloss sealant, and when you do that, it seals the glitter in. And then I had some frames. This one I actually had already painted, and again, didn't know what I was gonna do with it. And then I just always was inspired by, you know, flowers and greenery coming out of blank frames. And then I also wanted to get this other one and do it in a bigger way. So this I got from an antique shop, and I think this frame was $10. I got this at Goodwill, and had some, you know, I just went out and got some, you know, dollar store ivy, and these are from the dollar store as well, these flowers here. You have to be really specific with what you pick at the dollar store because some of them just look cheap, but if you combine them a certain way, they actually look really nice. So these hydrangeas are actually from Michael's, and I got this vine, I believe, from Ben Franklin's, which is in Washington. It's an awesome, awesome store. And I had these little light up fleur-de-lises. I don't use this particular light that often because it's a little too white and stark. I like more luminant lights, but they do light up. I have another one over here. And then over here, I also got this from Goodwill. This piece I thought was really interesting. I had this at the house before. Again, it's an implication of Alice in Wonderland as well as the cards. The ivy is from the dollar store, and I just kind of put them together in a unique way, and then I put some lights on it just to kind of light it up a little bit. I had that done at Christmas time, but really actually liked it, so I left it. And then the thing that really just shows you it's Alice in Wonderland is this used to be a tabletop, and then I realized after I painted it that you never want to put anything on it because it covers up the picture, so I just removed it. So this is just a little painting background, and then I kind of cheated and used the little stickers that I had. They're 3D stickers placed on there, and I had a little plexiglass cut, and now it's just on a stand on a table. And I made this little clay over, I forget what kind of alcohol bottle it was, but I made a few of these little different decorative things. I love this little one. It's a little surprise. Right now it's on the floor down here, but if you can look close, let me see if you can see the snow monster. I like to put sense of humor in everything I do. This one my daughter made, so this was kind of a special one because she sat with me while I finished up one of mine, and I wanted her to make one of her own for my table. I found this little interesting guy. He isn't the actual real centipede, smoking centipede from Alice, but he implies it, so everybody kind of knows what that is. And then there's just a little bit more. So it should be playful, but very specific. And you could add one too many things, so your job is really to know when to edit. And a good way to do that is you always do your design, and then you go back and you remove at least one thing, and usually there's one or two things that you realize your table could do without, or any design in general. One other thing that I want to show you before I stop the video, the teacup. That's actually a nightlight as well, and I just thought that that was a really pretty design. So the only thing is it's very heavy, and I am gonna change this. Right now I have it hooked to this just to keep the weight up, but I'm going to change that out for fishing wire so you can't see it. All right, see you later. Thanks for watching, guys. there's one glitter, so I can't say 0, can I? Oh, there's 2. Oops.